white people use logic to establish a system of white supremacy. Absolutely. You can't get anything done successfully. If anything you do successfully, you're going to have to use logic. Logic is what? What is logic? Logic is just getting something done. It's the process of getting something done. There's a logic for getting things done. Cause and effect. You do something and you get a certain result. That's logic. The result is the result of something that you did. You walk across the room and you go from left to right. So if you're leaving the left and going to the right side of the room, you use logic by walking or crawling or whatever method you use to get from one side of the room to the other, right to left or left to right. And once you get where you intended to go, you use logic to get there. And that's in accomplishing anything. That's in filing your nails or getting a haircut. You use logic. Logic, you know, how are you going to cut your hair? You're going to use a hammer or what? So you say, no, a hammer won't quite work if I'm going to cut my hair. I mean, it just won't work. I mean, a hammer is not made like that. So, well, what do you use? Well, I might use, let's try some scissors or, you know, some type of razor or something with a cutting edge to it, since I'm going to do some cutting. So you use logic by using a tool that will accomplish what you're trying to do. And then you work that tool to see if it works. If it works, that's proof of the logic right there.
Okay.
If it works. If it doesn't work, it's not logical. So, were black people doing logical things? Sure, black people were fishing, they were hunting, they were planting seed in the ground and getting food and whatnot. According to written history, they were doing these things. What they didn't have is a logical procedure for keeping people who were called white supremacists from being supreme over them, mistreating them based on color. They didn't have any code for that. They had a code for getting down the river in a canoe maybe, but they didn't have a code for opposing an aggressor in the form of the system of white supremacy. And the white supremacists invented a code called racism, and it turned out to be the most powerful political and religious system ever invented in the minds of the people of this planet, and that is what we have right up to this day. There's no system, no government more powerful, no religion more powerful than the government or the religion or the political system or the religious system or whatever you want to call it, the educational system that is more powerful than the system of white supremacy. They use logic to achieve that, meaning they tried it out and found that it worked, and they kept improving it and refining it to what it is today.